Sometimes I feel down and I feel like that's all we can do is give it up to the Lord. And lately it's been like I've been showing up for everybody. You know what I mean? Because that's what I feel like a man's supposed to do. And I think that that's where I've been getting things messed up because I guess I'll be left with nothing. You know what I mean? And people will say like, "Yeah, you ain't have to do that. You wasn't supposed to show up. You was, you know what I mean? Take care of yourself first." But I don't know. I got like a weird program in my mind where it's like I've been taking care of people my whole life. I've been taking care of, you know, my mom. She's been a single mom, and my stepdad. When he was there, I helped take care of them, take care of the house. And then I got with my baby mom early, and she was a single mom. And you know what I mean? I took care of her kids. Then we had kids. I take care of my kids. My grandparents getting old. I take care of my grandparents. My baby mom's her folks ain't healthy. I take care of them. But sometimes I feel like I don't really got nobody to pour into me, chat. And that joint be having me feeling kind of stressed. And it ain't nothing major, you know what I mean? Nothing I can't get over. But I just hate this man versus woman war, yo. Because, you know, it tears men up from the inside. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point where our our allies become our enemies. And it's like, don't nobody want to fight. Like I got gray hair, I got, you know what I'm saying, crow's feet. I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. But at the same time, I feel like when I was growing up, I thought sex was love, you know, because like I said, I grew up in a single household and I didn't really have a man come and teach me like, yo, I love you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be sexual. I just love you. And, you know, my mom, she was out looking for love herself. So I was kind of by myself. And the first time I really experienced love was having sex. So I go my whole life looking for love, looking for love, looking for love in the wrong places, having sex with women and, you know, having kids early and dealing with women with kids and trying to step up and be a father figure. Somebody who, you know, I've never had. And I guess, you know, I think that people could see that and they have you overplay your position, overplay your part, and they accept things from you, even when they don't really look at you like that. And now that I'm older, I understand like that's a survival mechanism. I can't be upset at anybody when women are single and they have kids and their kids need to be fed. They're gonna allow you to step up and make you feel like there's an attraction there. But I think it's tough for me because I'm about to be 40 this year, and as I look back and I look at my life, I just never lived for myself, and you know what I mean. I was never encouraged to live for myself. I never had a man say that, yo, you know, put yourself first. A man should have his own. Even when I asked the people around me, they was like I was doing so good at taking care of uh, my pre-built family that you know I was a great guy. But now it's like, shawty, I get on here all the time and talk about what's going on in the world, what's going on in life, and people think that, you know, I'm a negative Nancy or I'm always talking about doomsday. But excuse me, I'm thirsty as shit. We in a spiritual warfare, you know. We in a spiritual warfare, and a nigga like me, I see it because I used to be on the wrong side of it. I used to be on drugs and alcohol, abusive, and I guess a lot of that I feel like is coming back on me. But it's just hard for me when I love the people around me and I love taking care of them and to see them going through anxiety, see them going through depression, and to see them acting different towards me because they have things that they're going on, like things they got going on in their mind. And you know, I try to tell them like, yo, put the weed down, put the alcohol down. Let's go for a walk. Let's eat a little cleaner. But that makes them feel like I'm talking down on them, and it's not. You know, I'm not talking down. It's like love, man. It's love. And I see a lot of guys come online and they just talk about how looking back over their life, They wish they understood what they understood now, and I really wish I did too. You know what I mean? I don't really understand what love is. I'm trying to figure it out, and I believe it's a connection, it's the affection, it's taking care of people. But now everybody's for themselves, man. Like, I sat up last night. Like last night my mind was running. I didn't really sleep because I felt like there should be more love in my family. And not even the family that I live in, like the family that I come from. And it just troubled me so much. And then today it's like I just knew today was gonna be an off day. You know, I had that feeling, and I should have took care of myself. You know what I mean? I should have done more to take care of myself so that I don't feel like I need anything from anybody else, because I realize when people see that you need something from them, they'll withhold it from you. And it's, again, that's just human nature. They got one up on you, show them how much you need them, how much you care for them. They do exactly the opposite of what it would do to help y'all's relationship. If they know that, hey, I just need a hug and I need a kiss right now, they don't want to be touched. If they know, hey, I just want you to lay down with me, they want you to sleep in another room. Or even if it's not intimate, if it's like, I just need to speak to you about something, it's like always confrontation and combative. And I don't know if you believe in God, if you believe in Jesus. It's Easter, and I really wanted to say something special at church today because I do believe that Jesus will come back, if not in the physical form, definitely in the conscious form. But it's going to start in our hearts. And it just troubles me because the hearts of the people are so cold. They're so cold. They don't care about nothing. Everybody's been through something, uh, and they use their trauma as an excuse. I was with family yesterday, and I'm trying to hash out what's going on, trying to make this thing work for everybody. And the leaders is talking about the trauma that they've been through, so they don't want to accommodate the other members of the family. And it's like, what does somebody at 40, what do I do? What do I do? You know what I'm saying? It's stressful because I know I feel God wants us to break generational curses. But how? Like how when there's a war against us from the start, we come out, everything against us. The children now against the parents. Like, this teen takeovers everywhere. Every time I turn on the phone, it's men versus women. Every time I listen to a song, it's how horrible men are, how horrible women are, and every time I go out, it's like degeneracy everywhere, and I'm an empath, so it weighs me down because I'm like, well, my people are sick, and they don't even see it. They don't even see that they sick, and it hurts me to the core. It hurts me to the core because they don't see that they sick. They suffer from anxiety, depression. They eat to get their pain to go away. But I used to be a drug addict, right? So I really understand. I really understand those irritable feelings that come along when you jonesing, or when you, I don't know. I don't know if it's called a jonesing, or when you got that urge, when you got a craving or what. But I know that feeling, and I feel like everybody has that feeling now. And whether it be an energy drink, whether it be some weed, whether it be, shoot, man, coffee, people just, at a drop of a hat, they just switch on you. And it's just so troubling, man. It's so troubling. If you if you are a young person, if you're a young person, you gotta build your life up the way you want it to be. You gotta build your life up the way you want it to be. Because when you don't, you're gonna have so many, I guess, what's the word? Not regrets, but you're gonna see like the times where you could have taken a detour in the road, right? And you're just gonna be looking at that like, damn, I get it. I want to go back and I'll do things differently. But in this reality, things are linear. So, you just gotta keep riding this thing out. But the beautiful thing about this is that now we have the ability to come and have these conversations. And I know nobody's probably gonna see this, but it just helps me to get my mind clear because it is a lonely place, and when you're not even able to express yourself, that causes a disruption for some people. Some people are cool keeping things on the inside, but some people, they just, it's so much easier to just say, this is how I feel, this is what's going on, and be received and not feel dismissed. But in the world today, like I said, if somebody feels like it would be easy for us to have a conversation and did it and be like, I don't agree or I'm not happy with this, but we can work on that and make a change, they won't do it. And you'll be up at 153 just like me. So, I mean, we just say a prayer and hope that God come and he straighten all this out, man. I hope that he straighten it out because right now we down and out, and y'all be